What is up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be doing a deck profile on my Zefra deck. This is more of like a fun, casual deck. You can easily take it to some tournaments, play with your friends, and do really well. But with the time being, with all the cancellations of major Yu-Gi-Oh events, a lot of people aren't going to be playing competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's why I thought I'd bring you guys a kind of fun deck to play. It's pure Zefra for the most part, and it is pretty fun to play. Pretty much every hand can give you like a really good combo. So yeah, guys, and then after the deck profile, I'll show you guys a couple combos, and it's really good now with Master Rule 5. I'll get to some cards in the extra deck that get an upgrade with the new Master Rule. So without further ado, let's get on with the main deck. So starting off, we play triple Zefra. Oh, and before that, I start off the deck profile. Shout out to Team King of Games. He's the one who inspired me to build this deck. I've always had this deck built. I just never showed it to anyone or played it at any tournaments. But yeah, so triple Zefra. This is the one that says you can send one. He's pretty much Electromite. You can send one Zefra from your deck to your extra deck, and then he becomes at scale. So he's really good for comboing with the next card, which is the Secret of the Yang Zing Zefranu. What he does is when he's destroyed or pendulum summoned, you can add one Yang Zing or Zefra spell trap from your deck to your hand. So he's really good. He's also a level 6, which will come into play later. And he's also really good for searching out your counter trap or your field spell or your Rhoda. And then we play 2 of the Tuner. He's really good because when he's pendulum summoned, you can target one other Zefra and make it a Tuner. So he's good for getting your Synchro plays and for your Seeker combo, which I'll show you guys in the extra deck. And then for the 1 of Zefras, we play the 1 of the Necros guy. I just play him because he's a dragon, so you can go into your what's it called? Your Sphere mode play, the Divine Sphere, whatever it's called, the Heretic Link. And then 1 of each of the Teller Knight guys, just for like back row and spot removal. And then these 2 guys are for utility. One gets from the grave, the other one gets from the extra deck. So they're just there for utility and for the scales. And then for generic pendulum support, I play triple Dark Worm and 1 Gate 0. I don't play any other pendulum support cards like the Endymion or the Mythical Beast package. I just feel like I just want this deck to like do one thing, and which is just to like set up the Zefra board with like a bunch of negates. So that's that. And this is also good for the dragon combo with the Heretic Seal. And then we play for the Heretic Seal, the 1 Goliath, there's a special summon off of it. And then for an extra form of interruption, the Aether Dragon. And the Aether Dragon's really good too because it's a level 6, which I'll get to later. And then since your deck is full of like a bunch of search cards, we do play the Gamma package. It's really good turn 1 because if you activate like your field spell and they ash it, you can just chain Gamma, make an Omega next to your regular combo plays. And then for spells, we play triple Oracle and triple Providence. These cards pretty much do the same thing. They just search. And this is an added benefit to the type of summoning you do, whether it's Synchro, Fusion, stuff like that. And then Providence, aside from being a search card, you can banish it from the graveyard to prevent a destruction of any Zefra card. So you can protect your scales with it, which is pretty cool. So that's that. And then we play triple Dragon Shrine, just a combo with your Dark Worm. And then triple Call by the Grave. Same reason for Gamma, you just want to resolve your combos. And then for traps, we play triple Divine Strike. Like Team King of Games said in his video, this is not really a dead draw because it's not once per turn, and you can it's always live because you're playing a pure Zefra deck. So if you like brick, even though with this card, and you still have like a basic kind of Zefra play, you can always have it live. So it's really good. And if you search one, your opponent doesn't really expect you to have another one, so you can just like set one and then you can search one. So it's really good. And then we play 2 Zefra War. This is kind of, I'm iffy of that card at 2 because it is once per turn, but it's really good. It's like, think of this deck kind of like Salamangreat, where you have the counter trap and then you have the Rage. This pretty much does the same thing. You can target one Zefra card and one card your opponent controls, or destroy both. And if both your scales are Zefras, you can activate it from the hand. And then we play 2 9 Pillars. This is really good too. It's kind of like Divine Strike, except it only works with your Yang Zing monsters. And it also works through Chao Feng, which is in the extra deck. So that's the main deck. It is 41 cards, I believe. And then for extra deck, we have the 1 Gravity Controller, just to get rid of your Zefranu if he's in the extra deck, or the extra monster zone. 1 Lambda, just in case you have you hard draw Gamma. And then the Heretic Seal, the IP. Try and put that over here so you guys can see that better. The 1 Unicorn to go with the IP. Then for Exceeds, we play the 1 Bouncer, the 1 Absolute Dragon, and then for 1 Fusion monster, we just play the 1 Vortex. just to combo off with the Absolute Dragon. And then my favorite combo in this deck is summoning Ultimate Zoken, because you can summon this easily if you have the level 3 Zefra and Zefrano. You can make the Zefrano tuner, and then you can just synchro with any one of your other level 6s, whether it be another one of itself, or your Aether Dragon, or even a driver. And then we play the 1 Charge Warrior just to combo off with the field spell, the 1 Meteor Burst Dragon, Omega, the Crystal Wing that you summon off of the Ultimate Zoken, and you also Ignister you can also summon off that, and then 1 Shao Fang. So that's it for the deck profile, guys. Please stay tuned for my combo videos. Now I'm going to show you guys some combos you can do. Here's like a typical hand. I know it's 3 cards, so you guys might be thinking it's kind of inconsistent, but all these cards are searchable. You could play, you play 3 of these, you play 3 of this, you also play the Oracle, and then you play 3 of this card plus the Supreme King. So yeah, I'll show you guys a combo. Hopefully you guys can see this pretty well, because I know those math's kind of confusing. But first off, we can go start by activating your Zephyr Providence. So, which will search for your, let's see here. You can search for your Oracle of Zefra. So, put the graveyard there. There's your hand. So you activate the Oracle of Zefra, granting you a search for a Zephyr monster. So you get your Zefrath. You can activate your Zefrath. So in this case, we will I'll put the extra deck right there so you guys can see. So we put the Necroz one there, which is a scale 7, I believe. Yeah, sorry. So it's a scale 7 now. And then you activate your Dragon Shrine, sending your Darkworm. And then Darkworm's effect, you can special summon it. Then the effect of Darkworm, you can add the Gate 0, and then you activate the Gate 0, so your scales are now 7 and 0. And then you can Pendulum Summon the Zefrano and your Necroz one. So you activate your Zefrano, so he searches for your Zephyr Divine Strike. And now what you can do is you can link these 2 off for your, if I can find him, your Hermetic Seal. So you have an interruption with the Seal, you have the Divine Strike, and then whatever you get off with the Hermetic Seal, if you guys can see that. So that's combo number 1. Now I'll show you guys another quick combo. Okay guys, now I'm going to show you the final combo featuring Ultimate Zoken. So it requires the Darkworm or Dragon Shrine, these 2, the Tuner and the Zefrano, and another way to access like another, your Zefrath being the Zefrath itself, Providence, or Oracle. And you can also like switch any one of these out because they can all just search each other. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on. So you summon the Supreme King, search for your Gate 0, you activate the Gate 0, you can activate the Oracle of Zefra to search for your Zefrath. Activate your Zefrath, putting the Zefrano in scale, or not in your scale, in your extra deck. So we have a 7 and 1, and then we can Pendulum Summon now. So do 1, 2, 3, and then your Chain Link, so Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. So you search for Providence, and then you make, doesn't really matter what you make a tuner here. So you can just make this one a tuner. So this is now a tuner. Sorry if the angle's kind of weird. But yeah, so now you do these 2 because one's a tuner, one's a non-tuner. So you can synchro into your, let's see here, your Ultimate Zoken. And then you can set your Zephyr Providence, and then triggering the Ultimate Zoken. So Ultimate Zoken will summon you your Crystal Wing. Hopefully everything's in the shot. Sorry if it's kind of weird angle. This map doesn't have zones. And then you can activate the Providence, getting you your Divine Strike. You can set the Divine Strike. And since you have 2 dragons here, you can link these 2 off for your, let's see here, your Sphere Mode, or not Sphere Mode, the Divine something, whatever it's called. So that's your end board right now, guys. So you have your Crystal Wing with a negate, your, I'm just going to call it Sphere Mode, Heavenly Spheres, Hermetic Seal, whatever you want to call it. And then your Counter Trap. So that's the end board with that. And also you can do a lot of different like test hands with this deck, and come out to the same combo. And if you drew like more Counter Traps, you can always set more Counter Traps. So yeah guys, that's that combo featuring Ultimate Zoken. So hopefully you guys liked the video. Please let me know what you guys think about Zefra's, if you think it's a good deck this format. Yeah, peace guys, thank you.